morning, my loves. Welcome back. So in today's video, we are talking about Neptune and specifically about Neptune moving into the last degree of the Zodiac, 29 degrees of Pisces. Now, why is that worth talking about? Well, we'll get into this later. First, I want to talk about some foundational stuff. So, Neptune is moving into 29 degrees of Pisces on the 3rd of May. Interestingly enough, on the same day, Pluto is going to start its retrograde cycle. But that is for a different video. So, Neptune, 29 degrees, Pisces, May 3rd. Now, it will stay in 29 degrees until July, because in July it will retrograde. And the interesting thing here is that it moves very far along. Neptune is moving until almost the last minute of Pisces before it retrogrades. So on July 4th, Neptune is stationing retrograde in 29 degrees, 55 minutes. So we almost made it. We almost made it to Aries, but then Neptune said, no, we're not done yet. We've got to go back, retrieve some steps, and do them again. Now, what could this relate to, right? Because that is what you really want to know, right? What does it mean for me? What does that relate to in my life? Well, I can obviously not tell you exactly how that relates in your life because I don't know your life, but I can tell you a topic, right? The topics that this could relate to. And we'll do this really quickly for each rising sign. And I actually just decided that. I did not mean to do this, but here we go. Let's do this for each rising sign. So before we get into all the rising signs, quick recap on what 29 degrees generally stands for in astrology. When we look at 29 degrees, any planet that you have in 29 degrees, any point you have in 29 degrees in your natal chart is a critical degree. And I don't want you to be scared about it, right? It's not like, oh my God, my life is going to be bad because I have 3 planets in a critical degree. No, that's not what it means. If you have planets in 29 degrees in your natal chart, that just means that you are here to finish something, right? And something really important. And it needs to be finished. It's critical that it's finished in this lifetime. And depending on which house area it sits in, and also depending on the planet, this will tell you, what needs to be finished, right? Venus, relationships. Venus in the 12th house. Finishing up relationships, understanding the spiritual component between you and the other in your relationships. Like there's a spiritual cleansing here, for example, right? So it's important to keep that in mind when you listen to this now, right? When you listen to this, when you listen to your rising sign now, it's important to understand, okay, it's critical, but it isn't bad. It doesn't mean it has to be something bad. It will, however, be something that needs to be done, and sometimes, we are a little resistant to get things done. And that's when things can feel, quote unquote, bad, right? They feel hard and challenging. So there will most likely be challenges involved. But again, we need to finish it up to move on, right? You need to finish it up. So that's what Neptune is saying now. Neptune, the Neptune area in your chart, so wherever Neptune sits right now, that's where you need to clean and cleanse and finish something up. And it may be challenging, specifically with Neptune, right? Because Neptune blurs our vision. Neptune says, oh, look, this is all possible. Where are you at? Are you blindly moving through life, not wanting to see the issues and just hoping for the best? That's where the challenge might come in. Or are you open to experiencing more a bigger vision, with the willingness to overcome potential obstacles, working on yourself, right? That is also a big component of Neptune, working on yourself, because there's nothing on the outside you can do with Neptune, right? Neptune is not an energy that requires you to look at external stuff, right? The Neptune work is inside, expanding your container. And that is really the work for you in the coming month. Aries and Aries Rising. For you, this is all happening in the 12th house. The 12th house, the house of endings, but also the house of retreat, the house of disconnecting from the physical world and reconnecting with your spiritual self, right? Your soul essence. So for you, the next 2 months are going to be all about doing your inner work, reconnecting to that soul essence. And you do that by quieting down, maybe leaving the world outside for a little bit. Maybe you could say every day for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, depending how much time you have, I'm going to sit and meditate. Or I'm going for that walk on my own, being just with myself, my inner experience. And maybe afterwards I write down what came up for me. Doing that daily, really make this a conscious daily exercise, right? Like Neptune is, as we know, not a conscious planet. But if we want to work with Neptune on this physical plane, in this physical reality, then we have to utilize that energy consciously. And the way to do it is getting ourselves into a meditative state. And that could be meditation, yoga, going for a run, going for a walk. If you find your way. As an Aries Rising, you're probably going to be more prone to being active in some shape or form. So maybe for you, it is a run, it is a walk, where you just are by yourself. I'm not saying don't go running with a friend or, someone else. Just really take this seriously, do this on your own. Reconnect with yourself, and the most important part, afterwards, write down what came up for you. Now, Taurus and Taurus Rising. For you, my lovely Taurus, this energy is happening in the 11th house, the 11th house of hopes and dreams, the 11th house of the collective, your friendships, your friendship circle. Now, when we have Neptune in this area, we sometimes have a really hard time to define our future, to define our circle, our close circle. And sometimes we allow people into that circle that shouldn't really be there. So the next 2 months, they take some time to become conscious about who you want in that circle, who you want to have close access to you, and who you don't want to have close access to you. What is the community that you want to be a part of? What does this community look like? What does communal living mean to you? And when it comes to projecting into the future, seeing your future self, what do you see? What do you see? What do you want in your future? And is your present allowing you to reach that future? Or do you need to shift and change something in the present, in the now, so you can, build the future you actually want to build? Now, Gemini Rising, my lovely, for you, this is going to happen in the 10th house. So we are talking about your purpose work. What are you doing? What are you doing in your professional life? Is your work giving you life? Or are you giving all your life to your work? Is it fueling you? Do you feel expanded? Do you feel there's more doors opening than closing? Get real. Write down what you're experiencing. Like journaling about what comes up with you when you take a moment to sit with yourself, think about your life, think about the future you want, think about your aspirations. What comes up right now when you think about that? Do you feel like, oh, you know, I'm just doing what I'm doing now to make some money, and then later I will do what I really want to do? Or do you feel fulfilled? Do you feel thankful? Do you feel grateful for what you've got? What comes up? Write it down. Give yourself some time every day to sit with yourself or to walk with yourself, right? Maybe you want to go for a walk, half an hour. It doesn't have to be like, you know, a lengthy procedure, but just allow yourself some time every day to be with yourself and to, you know, to consider where you're at and where you want to go. And is where you're at feeding you, fueling you? And are you building your future? Are you laying the foundation, or are you kind of off track? Now, Cancer and Cancer Rising, for you, this energy is unfolding in the 9th house, the 9th house of exploration, the 9th house of higher learning, but also the belief system. You know, the belief system as a whole, right? We're talking about beliefs as in religious beliefs, but we're also talking about beliefs that expand your horizon and then allow you to live a bigger life, you know, seeing the bigger picture. Where are you at with that? Are you living small right now? Are you not allowing yourself to see the bigger picture? Are you not allowing yourself to see bigger opportunities, possibilities for yourself and your life? Every day in the next 2 months, take some time, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, however much you have. Just make it a regular exercise. Take time, either sit down, meditate, and then journal what came up in the meditation, or, you know, go out in nature, go for a walk, and then journal what came up for you during that time, because something will come up. And whatever it is, every day, write it down. Write it down like it's a diary. You know, when you think of your future, when you think of what you want to experience going forward, are you on the path that is opening up to that you want to experience, that you would like to experience? Or are you still limiting yourself, thinking, oh yeah, I would like it, but I can't because of this, this, and that? What is in your way? And when I say what is in your way, I'm not talking about external circumstances. I'm talking about inside of you, because the external is just a representation of what is inside of you. So where do you need to shift and change things internally to have a different experience, externally? Leo and Leo Rising, my lovely Leos, where are you still lying to yourself when it comes to your, well, shall we say, the parts of you that you are hiding from others, your shadow? This is a beautiful time for shadow work. Really being honest with yourself, which with lovely Neptune and Pisces is tricky, because Neptune blurs the vision. It's not that Neptune is deceiving in a malicious way, but it just blurs the lines, right? Like, it's like this, but it's also like that, and also like this, and also like that, and I'm like this, but I'm also like that, and not really like this. You know, there's this confusion of like who we truly are, what we truly want to do, and how we truly see ourselves, and where we hide the parts that we deem unlovable, because we're just starting the energy of the 29th degree. What is coming up now will probably be really, really revealing to you in terms of where you're hiding stuff that you actually need to integrate in order to be a complete human being. Completely yourself, completely fully living, you know, from your core essence. without the integration of those parts, you will never be able to fully shine as you. So if I be you, I take the next 2 months, give myself some time every day to do the inner work. Again, go on your daily walk. Allow yourself to, you know, be inspired by nature and allow what comes up to come up, and then journal about it. You know, maybe there's questions that have come up. Maybe there are thoughts that come up that are, you know, questionable for you or to you. Write them down and answer them. And do that daily. I know this sounds a little extensive, but do that daily. It will help you because in the 8th house, you're working with your unconscious. So you might think that you know it all, or that you know everything there is to know for yourself. But remember, there's only a small percentage conscious within us. Most of what we do day to day is unconscious. So give yourself the time and the opportunity to do the inner work and the deeper inner work. Virgo and Virgo Rising, my lovely Virgos, for you, this energy is happening in the 7th house. We are talking one-on-one relationships. Where are you still wearing the rose-colored glasses when it comes to your relationships? Where are you not seeing your relationships clearly? Where are you still hiding? Where are you still lying? Where are you still holding back? Where are you, covering things up? Where are you not showing up as yourself 100%? Answering those questions will help you have a much more fulfilling relationship or relationships. Take some time in the next 2 months, every day, to sit with these questions. Walk them out. Take them on a walk. And then write down what came up for you in your journal. Libra and Libra Rising, 6th house. This energy is happening in the 6th house for you. So where are you still lying to yourself when it comes to the work you do on a day-to-day basis, the way you do your work on a day-to-day basis, the way you want to work on a day-to-day basis, the way you want to live on a day-to-day basis? Where are you still lying to yourself? Where are you not allowing yourself to be and do things in the way you actually want to do them? Where are you saying, yeah, I wish I could do this, but I can't, so I'm just going to do this? Where are you limiting yourself and then lie to yourself because you have to justify? Take those questions on a walk, maybe into a meditation, and then journal what came up for you afterwards. Now, Scorpio Rising, for you, this energy is happening in the 5th house. We are talking creative self-expression, you showing up as you, fully shining your light into the world, and also being fully yourself when it comes to love, loving fully, loving deeply, loving unconditionally, right? Where are you still lying to yourself in this area? Where are you still telling yourself, you can't really do it, you'd like to do that, but no, actually you don't really like to do it. It's, it's just something you sometimes think about, but you don't really want it. You don't really need it. You don't really want to show up. You don't really want to be on stage. You don't really want to, be the center of attention. Where are you still lying to yourself about that? It doesn't mean that you always want to be the center of attention, but maybe there's areas, maybe there's an art form that you want to express in a way where you are the center of attention. And where are you hiding still? Where are you lying to yourself about that? Where are you not allowing yourself? And then in relationships, where are you lying to yourself in your love life? Accepting things that you actually don't want. What do you believe you can't really have, so you're accepting, the thing that kind of comes close to it. But, because you believe you can't have the whole shebang, you think, okay, I'm gonna be okay with getting close to it. Well, if you're okay with it, then that's all you're going to get. Think about that. Take some time. Take this into your meditation. Take it on a walk and see what shows up for you. What comes up when you answer the questions that I just threw out there. Then Sagittarius Rising, for you, this energy is happening in the 4th house, the home, the family, your personal life. Where are you lying to yourself when it comes to your personal life? Where are you living a bit of a facade, where you're not true to yourself, where you're not fully stepping into what you actually want in this area when it comes to family, when it comes to the way you live, how you live, where you live. Maybe you want to live completely differently, but you think, well, this is okay. My friends live like this too. My family lives like this too. But do you want to live like this? Capricorn Rising, for you, this energy is happening in the 3rd house. So where are you still lying to yourself when it comes to your social life, your social circle, the immediate surrounding, where you live, the neighborhood, the area, your town? Also, your immediate family. Where are you putting up with stuff that you actually are so annoyed with and you don't want to deal with? Where are you, telling yourself you have to visit Aunt Mary every Thursday and you don't really want that because, it's an hour drive, but you believe to be a good niece or nephew, you have to go and visit Aunt Mary every Wednesday. Can you just call Aunt Mary? And don't take that drive every Wednesday. Where do you have to take care of yourself? Where do you have to set boundaries in this area? Then Aquarius Rising. Now for you, the question is, where are you still lying to yourself about what you actually want when it comes to valuables and values, valuable things, money? Where are you pretending that you don't want what you want? Where are you telling yourself, oh, it's okay, I don't need a new this, I don't need a new that. No, maybe you don't need it, but do you want it? Where are you lying to yourself? Where are you not, fully truthful and honest with yourself when it comes to what you want, your values, what you actually want in life, your worth, owning that, own your worth, own that you may want to, live a bigger life. Maybe you're not coming from a family that lived a bigger life. Maybe your friends are not living a bigger life, but you want to live a bigger life. So own that. And I know this is easier said than done, right? There's a lot of inner work that that comes with that. Because we're so good at deceiving ourselves and say, oh yeah, it's just fine, it's fine what I have, it's fine. And yeah, maybe it's fine, but do you want to live fine? Just fine? Or do you want to live a fabulous life? You've only got one in this body, with this consciousness. So why are you holding back? Think about that. Now, Pisces Rising, for you, my lovely Pisces, this is a big one for you. Because we are talking about life direction. We are talking about living your life fully, the way you intended to when you came here, right? The way you intended to. Life direction, opening yourself up to the life you actually want to live. This is a transit. I mean, it's been a transit for, the past 14 years that has probably taken a lot out of you. But it probably has also given you a lot. And it has most likely, I'm speaking from experience, being a Pisces, changed you completely. And throughout that process of changing you completely, it also completely blurred the vision of what is true for you and what isn't, what you actually want and what you don't want. This was a time where you constantly were confronted with the fact that you can't deceive yourself any longer when it comes to what you want. But you probably still did it. You probably still told yourself, it's fine, I can live like this, it's fine, that's good enough. Look, I already came so far, that's good. Where are you still holding back? Where are you not allowing yourself to be fully seen, to be fully you, to live fully, as that beautiful, ethereal soul that came here to have a full experience? You most likely had moments in the past 14 years where you thought, oh my God, this is too good to be true. This is amazing, I love it, but oh my God, this is almost too good to be true. It is too good to be true. Let me get out of it. You probably had a few of those moments, probably a lot. But this is not a time to chicken out, right? This is a time to stand up for what you want. And even, though you might think, well, what will other people say? What will my family say if I say I want this? Why do you give that charge? Why do you give that any thought at all? Now, this is a time for you to leave all of that behind. By all of that, I mean other people's opinion about the way you should live your life or the way you shouldn't live your life. They can have their opinions. Let them have their opinions. But their opinions don't have anything to do with you. You need to know who you are, and you need to know what you want in this life. This is your life. You've only got this one in this human body. How you truly want to live and what is still holding you back other than other people's opinions about what you want. What inside of you is still believing that you shouldn't live the way you want to live, or that you're, maybe you're not good enough to live that way? What inside of you still believes that? Where do you still have to take off the charge? Where do you still have to admit something to yourself and accept something that you may be, that you think you shouldn't be? This is a time where all of us are going to do a lot of deep inner work that will confuse us because, we're dealing with Neptune energy. But it can also help us to free ourselves from the shackles that we put on to ourselves. It's not an easy energy to explain and to experience, but it can be, if we allow ourselves to open up to that energy, it can be a very, very rewarding one, and an energy where we really expand our container so we can hold more of who we are. So with that, I'm going to leave you. If you have any questions about this video, feel free to comment in the comment section. If you want a personal reading, you can click on the link in the description box. And if you want more videos like this, keep watching. I wish you a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you later.